Hello and welcome. I'm Blair Blackwell, and this is the Daily Cyber Brief. Here's today's rundown of the biggest cybersecurity stories you need to know today. Good morning. This is the Daily Cyber Brief for Monday, January 12th. Here are the key risks shaping today's session. Suspected hypervisor escape activity against VMware ESXi. A pair of notable data exposures in the U.S. public and consumer spheres, and fresh state-backed credential campaigns, alongside a critical enterprise patch to prioritize. Let's start with vulnerabilities and active exploitation. Researchers report China-linked operators leveraged a compromised SonicWall VPN as a foothold, then moved to deploy an exploit chain against VMware ESXi designed to break out of guest virtual machines. The activity, observed in December and interrupted before completion, could have ended in ransomware. It's a reminder that virtualization hosts, the machines many businesses treat as crown jewels, are in scope, and that a single exposed appliance can become the door in. On patch pressure, Trend Micro released fixes for a critical remote code execution issue in on-premise Apex Central for Windows. The severity rating is near the top of the scale, and the vendor has updates available now. For environments that rely on this as a central security console, closing that window promptly reduces the risk of an attacker turning your management plane into their distribution channel. Turning to incidents and data exposure, the Illinois Department of Human Services said nearly 700,000 residents had personal and health information exposed due to incorrect privacy settings, an administrative misstep with real impact for a large state agency. Meanwhile, Instagram denied a breach after claims that data from more than 17 million accounts was scraped and leaked. The company says a bug allowed attackers to mass request password reset emails, which they've now addressed, but it's another signal that platform-level interactions can be abused even without a classic break-in. On the threat actor front, a well-known Russian group, often called APT-28, is linked to new credential theft operations. Targets include individuals tied to a Turkish energy and nuclear research agency, staff at a European think tank, and organizations in North Macedonia and Uzbekistan. A spread that underscores how identity remains the soft spot. And in a separate advisory, the SBI warned that North Korean operators are using malicious QR codes in spear phishing, aiming at think tanks, academia, and government entities. The lure is simple and low friction, which is why it works. Looking ahead, watch for continued probing of virtualization stacks as details circulate, and monitor for follow-on guidance around the ESXi activity. Organizations running Apex Central have a clear update path today. On the social engineering side, expect more credential-focused targeting of policy, energy, and research circles, and keep an eye on platform abuse patterns like password reset workflows. What I'll be watching today: hypervisors and VPN gateways as a combined attack surface, identity providers and single sign-on platforms that could feel pressure from APT-style credential theft, email and mobile endpoints for QR code and document-based lures, and large consumer platforms where not a breach still translates into meaningful user risk. The takeaway: adversaries are pairing low-noise initial access with high-impact targets, identity, and infrastructure. It's a busy patch cycle, but the strategy is clear. Protect the control planes and the credentials that unlock them. That's it for today's edition of the Daily Cyber Brief. Thanks for listening. I'm Blair Blackwell. This podcast is for informational purposes only and is not cybersecurity, legal, or financial advice.